Planning a trip to Europe? Trust me, you're going to want these apps on your phone. From finding cheap flights to navigating foreign cities like a pro, these apps will save you time, money, and a whole lot of stress. I've tested tons of travel apps over the years, and these are the absolute must-haves. We are all about helping you travel confidently in Europe, but more about who we are in the description. Let's get into it. First, let's start with apps you need before your trips to help you plan, or that is best to set up beforehand, and later we'll go over the apps that you need during your trip. Of course, there will be some crossovers, but we'll get into that later. Revolut is a digital banking app that makes spending money while traveling in Europe super easy. One of its biggest perks is no hidden currency conversion fees. You can pay in local currencies at the real exchange rate, avoiding the extra charges that banks and credit cards usually add. You can also withdraw cash from ATMs and even track your spending in different currencies, all from your phone. It's a great way to save money and avoid surprises while traveling. If you prefer not to pay with your phone, you can order a physical debit or credit card that arrives in a few business days. That's why this one is best to download before your trip so that you have time for the card to arrive. And you can set up all of your details without stressing. Next is Google Flights versus Skyscanner. If you're planning a trip and trying to find the best flight details, you've probably come across Google Flights and Skyscanner. Both are great tools, but they work differently and have unique features. So which one should you use? Let's break it down. First of all, how do they work? Google Flights pulls prices directly from airlines and major booking sites, so it's often more accurate and updates quickly. Plus, you can book directly with the airline, which is always a safer bet. Google Flights is great for tracking prices over time. It even tells you when fares are expected to go up or down, helping you book at the right time. Skyscanner, on the other hand, scans hundreds of airlines, travel agencies, and booking platforms, including budget airlines that Google Flights sometimes misses. This means that you might find cheaper fares, but they're often through third-party sites, which can be a hit or miss in terms of reliability. Some of the perks of Google Flights is they have price tracking and prediction, so you can get alerts when fares drop. They have the Explore feature. If you're not totally sure where you're going to go, you can browse destinations based on your budget. And they also give you info on the carbon emissions. It shows you the environmental impact of each flight. So if that's something that you care about, it's kind of cool. Some of the perks of Skyscanner is they have the everywhere search as well. You can find the cheapest destination from your city. And they have the cheapest month search, which helps you travel when flights are at their lowest. And they have something called Price Drop. It lets you know when prices drop for certain destinations. And of course, they have more booking options. Like I said, they find deals from a variety of sources. So which one should you use? Use Google Flights if you prefer booking directly with airlines, want price predictions, or need a fast and reliable tool. And use Skyscanner if you're flexible with destinations, looking for the absolute lowest fares, or want to compare multiple booking options. The best strategy, in our opinion, is to use both. Start with Google Flights to research trends and find the best routes, then check Skyscanner to see if you can find a better deal from another booking site. We use Booking.com all the time. Just choose your language and currency, then enter your destination, travel dates, and how many people are with you. You can pick how many rooms you need or search for a specific hotel. After that, you'll see a list of options, and you can filter them by price, distance from the city center, review score, and so much more. Our trick to find great accommodation on a budget is by filtering the price to suit our budget and choose the highest rating. This way you'll find 4 or 5-star hotels for a great price. Okay, next on our list is a big one. GetYourGuide is a travel booking platform that helps you find and book tours, activities, and experiences in cities all over the world, including Europe. Think of it as an online marketplace for skip-the-line tickets, guided tours, day trips, and unique local experiences, all in one place. This is a great app to have before your trip, but also during your trip, and here is why. GetYourGuide offers fast-track tickets so you can walk right into popular attractions like the Eiffel Tower. You can make last-minute bookings easily if your plans change. It's not a problem because many, if not most, activities offer free cancellation up to 24 hours before. You'll find local experiences you won't find anywhere else. From pasta making in Italy to DIY perfume workshops in Paris, you can find loads of really unique and fun things to do. And it's super reliable because they have verified reviews and ratings, so you can see what other travelers thought before booking it yourself. Some other cool features on the app is mobile tickets, so no need to print anything, just show your phone. Instant booking, no waiting around, just book and go. Skip the line access, save hours at busy attractions. Day trips and transport options. For example, if you're staying in Brussels and you want to go to Bruges and Ghent, GetYourGuide offers day trips including transport and a guide, so you don't need to plan anything yourself. Now, the next one is not a specific app in itself, but we recommend you find out if your destination's airport has an app. Most big airports do. Let's use Schiphol Airport in Amsterdam as an example. It has an interactive map of the airport so you can easily find check-in days, restaurants, where to get a taxi or hop on the bus without getting lost and wasting time where you could be exploring your destination. You can also track down departing flights and arrivals, so definitely check if your airport has its own app. Okay, next is an app we use all the time. It's called Omio. Omio is your all-in-one travel booking app for trains, buses, flights, and ferries. It helps you compare prices, find the best routes, and manage your bookings easily. You'll also get real-time updates and can even access your mobile tickets offline, which is the best part about it. Makes travel planning super easy. Also, this way you'll have all of your transport info in one place instead of having it scattered all across different apps and documents. Real quick, I just wanted to talk to you about our digital travel planner. From packing lists, budget planners, and outfit planners, to checklists, a whole section dedicated to road trips, and ways to organize all of your research, this planner has everything you need to plan your trip and keep all of your info in one place. And the cool part is, it's fully editable and hyperlinked, so it kind of works like an app. Check it out if it's something that you might be interested in. Okay, on with the video. Up next is Meteoblue. Meteoblue is, in my opinion, the most reliable weather app I've ever used. Of course, you can use the weather app on your phone or just Google, but a lot of the time they're incorrect. And a wrong forecast can really ruin your trip or force you to change plans last minute. So, not ideal. Meteoblue is very accurate, easy to use, and gives a lot of information. This is super helpful when planning outfits and activities before and during your trip. Getrentacar is a super easy-to-use car rental app that helps you compare prices and book rental cars across Europe. It offers a wide selection of cars from top rental agencies, letting you filter by price, car type, and pickup location, with instant booking, secure payment options, and the ability to modify or cancel reservations. They also offer special deals and real-time availability updates. We highly recommend using them if you're planning on taking a road trip or long drives during your trip. So all of these apps that we've just mentioned, of course, you're going to want to keep them on your phone to be able to manage them during your trip if needed, or if you need to cancel, or you need to show your online tickets. But now we're going to move on to apps that you'll actually be using during your trips, although we always recommend downloading them before the time so that you have time to really set them up without stressing. But the first one on the list is Airalo. If you're planning on using the internet during your visit, roaming can cost a lot of money, especially in places like Monaco or Switzerland, since they're not part of the EU. And that's where Airalo comes in. First, make sure your device is unlocked and eSIM compatible. Then purchase an eSIM from the app. They have many different data options for most of the European countries, if not all of them. They even have a Europe option, which might be worth it if you're traveling to many different countries in a short period of time. Installation is super simple, either directly through the app by scanning a QR code or manually in your device settings. Once installed, activate it, and you're ready. And by the way, if you're new to Airalo, your first eSIM is on them, so definitely check it out. Okay, the next one is not exactly an app, but it's a very useful website that we recommend you try out, is Airhelp. It's a website that helps you get compensation if your flight is delayed, cancelled, or overbooked. If you've ever been stuck at the airport for hours or had your travel plans ruined by last-minute cancellation, you might be owed money. And Airhelp makes the process super easy. Just enter your flight details on their website and they'll check if you're eligible for a payout. They handle all the paperwork and legal stuff so you don't have to, and they only charge a fee if you win. On the website, you can also get luggage insurance and read their different articles to know your rights as a passenger. Okay, next is Wegotrip. This app is similar to GetYourGuide, letting you book activities and excursions, but it focuses specifically on audio-guided tours. One of its coolest features is the AI-powered option that creates a custom audio guide based on your preferences, giving you the most important details about the attraction you're visiting and skipping all the parts you're not interested in. Okay, the next one is something I just recently discovered, and I think it's kind of a lifesaver. Flush is a free toilet finder app that helps you locate public restrooms quickly, making it a lifesaver when traveling in Europe. It works offline, uses GPS to find the nearest toilet, and includes user ratings to check cleanliness. You can also filter for free versus paid toilets and add new locations to help other travelers. With no sign-up required, just open the app and find a restroom instantly all over Europe. Okay, if you're going on a road trip, you're definitely going to want to download this one. TollGuru is a road trip cost calculator that helps you find the cheapest and fastest routes by comparing toll costs, fuel expenses, and alternate routes across Europe. It's perfect for road trippers and budget travelers, showing you exactly how much you'll spend on tolls before you even start driving. The app also provides real-time traffic updates, toll payment options, and fuel costs estimated based on your vehicle type. Uber and Bolt are both ride-hailing apps, but there are a few key differences. Uber is more widely available and has more car options, from budget to premium rides. Bolt is usually cheaper and has an eco-friendly ride option, but it's slightly less available in some areas. But if it is available where you are, we highly recommend you use it. It's much cheaper and it's reputable. We use it all the time. Okay, if you're traveling with a group, this one's for you. Tricount is a group expense tracking app that makes it easy to split costs when traveling with friends or family in Europe. Instead of keeping messy receipts, you simply enter expenses and the app calculates who owes what. No more awkward money talks. It works offline, supports multiple currencies, and even lets you add expenses in different amounts, like if one person paid more for a meal. As someone who is terrible at math, I really benefit from an app like this because I don't have to calculate how much I owe each person. Tricount works in a way that even if I owe 3 different people, I only pay one person and it works out the difference, so each person gets paid fairly in the least amount of transactions possible. Okay, the next one I'm pretty sure you know about. Travelers, including us, use Tripadvisor all the time to discover where to stay, what to do, and where to eat based on reviews from those who have been there before. With more than 1 billion reviews and opinions of nearly 8 million businesses, Tripadvisor is a great resource to find deals and plan your trip. Okay, the next two we're going to talk about is if you need to use public transport wherever you are. Always check if the city that you're going to has its own transport app, where you can find a lot of useful info. Like, for example, Paris's Metro app tells you exactly which route to take, which metro car is closest to the exit, live schedules, you can buy tickets straight through the app, and so much more. So definitely check that out. But if you're traveling to multiple countries and you don't want to download a million different apps, try Moovit. Moovit is a public transport navigation app that helps you plan the fastest and easiest routes using buses, trains, metros, trams, and even ferries across Europe. It provides real-time updates, including arrival times, service disruptions, and step-by-step directions so you never get lost. This app works offline, saving maps and routes for when you don't have data. Okay, up next is a really fun one. If you're a fan of live music like myself, definitely consider downloading Bandsintown or Fever. Bandsintown is a place to buy tickets to live events like concerts of famous or local artists, so it's a great way to get to know local artists in the place you're visiting. Fever is similar, but it focuses on many different musical productions like live shows, musicals, candlelight concerts, etc. Okay, and always check if the museum or attraction you're visiting has its own app. Most big museums have one, or for example, Versailles has its own app including maps, schedules, audio guides, and more. So definitely check out if the attraction you're going to has its own. Okay, next up are some apps to use after your trip. It's just some fun apps that you can use once you're back. I often forget places I've traveled to, maybe not countries, but definitely more specific cities within a countries or small little towns. Being able to track the places I travel to is really nice, so I don't forget and can easily refer back to it. This app is like a digital travel journal. So not only can you track the places you've been to, you can add specific memories or fun anecdotes so you'll never forget and you can look back on it if you're feeling a bit nostalgic. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out this video about our top 9 most underrated destinations in Europe we highly recommend you check out so you can start planning your trips and putting these apps to good use. If you found this video useful, go ahead and click that subscribe button and we hope to see you in the next one. Safe travels!